Coffee in hand. Japanese snack from Baksu. In the other hand, and an old base nearly consumed. Let's see. Yep, I can take these out though. Put them in the other spot. It's not really... Actually, this is the spot there. Oh, I forgot to take that away. This is the spot they're more or less made for, but... nearly done! Taking apart ye oldie, sorry, spaceport. Probably not this trip, and I'm not going to put you through any more of that. But I have roughly enough supplies to continue with the project at hand, which of course is flesh out the stupid hangar bay / engineering area, which I think is pretty much a must. It can't all be hangar bay. And make that an episode, and then record a second one, because I'm trying to book ahead on these episodes. Such that, well, just because my next data science modeling class has started up, and while it's trivially easy now, mildly disorganized, the PhD who's teaching it, like, I have no idea what he actually expects. It's like, turn in the homework. Like, okay, but there are 3 different versions. Which one do I turn in? Crap like that. And I'm like, and then the link to the turn in the homework, not there. He has to actually fix it, because I asked for him to fix it. Oh, you know, so far I've done several data science courses with George Mason, and so far they've all been hyper disorganized. It's weird coming back to this stuff when you're actually an adult, and it's how trivial and stupid it all feels. And like at the time it seemed overwhelming. This is what goes to my theory that just after high school you shouldn't, like maybe from 18 to 20 or 22, you should go into some sort of manual labor thing. Not like forced labor, but, you know, volunteer, or, you know, get a job doing just crap. Stuff that young people are strong enough to do, builds a little bit of character, and also, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but also teaches them what they don't want to do from here on out, so that when they go, you know, then they do this period, and then they go off to school, and they're a little bit more mature, and they're more ready for it. They also know why they're doing it, and will take it more seriously, because, I mean, I did not take it not seriously, but, man, whatever. Who cares? So, the design is coming along. I mean, this is no longer the focus, but I've been poking at it here and there, and I'm not entirely displeased. I like now that there are these 2 side rooms, and you've got, I don't know why I need redundant whatevers, but I like symmetry. It's not entirely symmetrical, because you got this on this side and that on that side, but, you know, something. And it is coming very close to CPU usage, and I would like to keep it light. Ooh, oh geez, that made me think. Right now, with 4 large engines, when both bins are full, let me think what I'm saying. This thing is a slug. It hardly turns. It has a hard time going up even the shallowest of hills. It barely crawls. And so if someone, you know, subscribes to this and then says, oh, I hate that it's basically made out of tinfoil and I want a higher level of armor, it's going to get heavier. So there's going to have to be space for more engines somewhere. Maybe a couple of auxiliary engines like back here or something. I mean, there's room. There isn't the right curve. There isn't the right curve at any point, actually, for an auxiliary engines back here. I don't know, but yeah, there'll be a challenge. Anyways, I will do that now, actually. Did I fill this thing? Yes, they're both full. Okay, so just as an example. Sorry, it's so... Oh, nice moon. Okay. Alright, turn. Oh, crawl. I gotta say, when it was just 1 large engine and then 1 large and 1 medium engine in the back, there was no way in hell it could even do this much. Oh, but this thing is effectively carrying 3, maybe 3.5 times more stuff than the shuttle was, the crane. So it's not so bad. It just requires patience and planning. Get over that rock. Oh gosh. Whew. The rock was bigger than I thought. Alright, let's see, actually. This is a good little test. Now, the wideness of this craft is proving to be... Oh, come on. A little bit of a challenge. Oh, don't tell me I'm stuck. I can move the other guy, but... A little bit of a challenge when it comes to getting through tight spaces. So, like, in forests, yeah, you're not getting through a forest in this thing. I am tempted, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm tempted to make a shuttle with the same design. Because it's a nice looking design, it's consistent with the Val'Dorei Forged theme, and consistent with the interpretation of the Redacted theme. I can't tell you what game this is all from yet until it's all done. If anybody has guessed, you're amazing. It's very old. You probably won't guess. Any modern, new, fresh batch of game players will have not had the opportunity to experience the franchise from which this comes. But are you going to get up? You're not going to get up full cargo, are you? Okay, that is a consideration that... Oh, okay, so an expert pilot can do it. Ooh, you have to be well rated to do this. Now, here's a thing I have noticed. I cannot, for the life of me, land this thing on the ground. It just settles about where these blocks would be, which gives me an... I don't know, an issue. I just don't know exactly what I want to do about it. But it needs to have connectors so it can bolt itself down, too. And if it won't do it, I might just have to remove, excuse me, this section down here, put the pads, the landing pads on it, and just keep it so that it's not obvious that there's this big blank space underneath. I don't know. But let's focus now. Actually... okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm surprised that was the right one, but good. Alright. Gotta put these away. And let's see. Building blocks. Put them away. You can see I've collected a fair amount. That one base has done me some favor. Well, it's done well by me. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Do the same. Mildly manual. And Gork. Oh, nice even number that. Right, let's turn that on. We are now going to switch gears and do this. Oh, and I need all of these because one thing I did between recordings was remove the tubing, remove the connectivity between all these cargo pods and this area. So I'm going to declare, I declare that this, and maybe a little bit more, to roughly where I'm standing, is the space designated for the terrain vehicles. So this guy could fit, that guy will fit, the sort of exploratory one, and this is the heavy lifting one. And the rest belongs to engineering, who has the connectivity through here to what will be the engine spaces on either side. I'm not going to start the engine spaces today. I probably won't even finish, considering how much time I've spent yammering about other things, finish this thing today, but let us try. Right, I don't know if this was here last time, but observe. Oh yeah, I think this was here last time, but okay. Alright. Actually, I'm stupid. Let us get the other one. I still need to figure out how the windows are going to work with this guy, but I like the design, I like that it's small. It's still essentially a 5-seater, but it's not meant to do much. Oh, and it moves so... Oh. I wish these things would hug the ramps better. So let's assume this guy's meant to go in first. And use him as a marker for how much space we are dedicating to the storage of these vehicles. I suppose if I want a shuttle, I would have to have more space, wouldn't I? I wish it would remember the preferred view, like that it would do third person on these and not third person on myself, and I didn't have to manually switch back and forth all the time. That would be great. Alright, well, if the shuttle... Let's not worry about the shuttle. That's a future endeavor. Let's worry entirely about this. So there's the space devoted. There's not a whole lot of overlap, because the engines begin flush with this here. Actually, I think they extend out a little bit and then start to taper off that way. So that means this space here is really all the overlap there is between engineering and access to the engines. The engines are an area where you don't usually tread engineering. You can do most of the work from engineering. But let us delineate that right now. Let's just say this is... Oh, you know what? This would work better if I were in the mode for this. Symmetry plane, please. Oh, got it on the first try. That is amazing. But yeah, if you're just an engineer, you've got to get access into the tubes. Then a doorway is all you need. So here you go. Here is the space. Designated. Whoa. Okay, we'll do that. Here's the space designated for engineering. That's fairly ample. So that means all of this. And that also means that the bay for all this is pretty big. Shall we put... I'm gonna scratch my face while I think about this. Drink some coffee. Isn't that great? Alright, so not ASMR. Anyway. I'm just thinking... What does it look like underneath? Is there any reason for this right here to dig down further? Like so. There might be. It's just not obvious to me what that would be. But the reason why I'm worrying about it really is that, whoa, it's making a pretty thick area. Oh, stupid. Where was I? Okay, I can see why now. Oh, well, whatever. It's making a pretty thick area from here on up. Because I was thinking that... Well, and also I want to keep the ship as light as possible to, to keep the amount of engine work necessary down. But let's say for a moment that this is... should we do this? This is a designated area. It's... Boom, 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 boom. And then it leaves us a elevated platform for, things like stations, lab equipment, I don't know, whatever else might occupy the hangar bay. All right. Okay, so here we go. Bit of a hangar bay. A lot more to do. I actually downloaded the game from GOG. Good old games, GOG. They seem to have changed a lot since the last time I logged into GOG, but I downloaded it so I could find out what the default amount of cargo space is on the ship before you install any cargo pods, and that is 100 cubic meters. It also seemed to think the average height of a human being was 2 meters, so 7.2 feet tall is the average height of human beings in the year redacted. I can't tell you. Gosh. But I tried to record a little bit of that game. It kind of worked, but it kept cutting in and out, which is weird. Probably because it's like DOSBox is running the game, if you want obscure hints about what the game might be. And so, but if I can figure out how to get over the skipping business, I might actually record a mini-series of me playing the game, because why not? But not yet. So anyways, the terminals. wow, for getting into the cargo is going to be, well, here in the cargo bay. And if you have cargo pods, there will be tubing or some kind that will extend out to the pods. Man, there's a long distance between here and there, which would really make the cargo space devoted to this enormous. Let's see. This section here still seems to be a part of it, so okay. Alright. This is 2 by 2. By 2. So one of these is 8 cubic meters. So let's open that up, and it's, oh, look at that, 800. So a cubic meter is 1,000 units. We need 25 on each side. I need to pull up. So good, it's already here. Man, I'm gonna have to make some more of this. Hardened steel. Thankfully, I think I can make tons of that right now. I don't think that's an issue. Let's see. Where'd you go? 97 units. I'm kind of hoping... Hey, do you have tubes? You kind of do, but you don't have bent tubes. I want more shapes, developers. Can you give me, like, the full tubing? Alright, how does this play? Do I... Well, you know, considering they're up... Man. I just... Let's remove these. It would be convenient if they were this... Well... Actually, let's do something real quick. I'm sorry for the... But if there's one on each side, I'm gonna... Each one has to be 25. So if that's 8... then you only get 3 of these before you've reached the minimum cargo hold space. Let's try this real quick. What can I do? Why do I get these, but not like a bent tube? I mean, really? Well, let's do this real quick. Go with the original flow, and that's ugly, but whatever. So now we have well over the amount. Oh my gosh. Now what do we have? Still a little bit over, but survivably over. Let's just keep trying. I want to honor the original game, but it's going to be difficult. So what is this? 16. So this is considered a full block. It seems like the dimension of this matters. So this is right now, right? Oh, it doesn't matter what direction, it's temporary. Okay, so this is 1/4 of a block, so that should be 1/4 of 8 is 2. So it should be 10. So it's not, it's a little more than the 1/4 that it actually is. Let's find out on this. Let's get rid of that, actually. I think I've covered this in the previous episode, but you gotta remember, I've been through this. I mean, some of this is weeks behind me now. That's half. And that is actually half. So I could extend the range. Wait. What else do we have access to? What's the smallest? And that was this triangle guy was pretty small. Okay, this is pretty small. What happens when I do that? That becomes 1,500. So let's take these out. I'm sorry how long this is taking, but you know, what's the point of recording really unless we're working it out, right? Hovercraft parts. No, not hovercraft parts. God dang it, there's Bobby. All right. I also don't want the episodes to be like as huge as they have been, so I'm gonna have to cut this off pretty much right after this. But let's put. Whoops! I'm also stupid. Containers. Let's assume for the moment that people are willing to put cargo, to haul cargo all the way back here and put them up. Let's put it right here. Well, I really wish there were tubes, man. I really do. Because, dang it. Let's say it's a triangular tube. And we don't want it to be too high off the ground, so we'll do this. And the same on the other side. Make it line up correctly in the hopes that we don't have to revisit this again. And then 1, 2, so the third one back. 1, 2, third. 1, 2, third. This pretty much can't be anything other than that and that. So we're already used up a lot of space here. We've got 16,000. Oh my gosh. There's just no way to keep the cargo space down. But hope maybe... See, look at that. It's making me sad. But we do this guy. And 1, 2, 3. How do we got? 20. So let's see. Adding cargo pods just does so much to the 1, 2, 3. Notice this is now cutting into our 25 exactly. Okay, so that, and we repeat that again on this side. It was 6, right? Oh, and I cannot do multiples. Thank you. I don't know why I can't, but I can't. So 25 on each side now gives us the... here's a thing that's not here. Okay. Now gives us the default cargo space available to this ship before you do any embellishments whatsoever. So somehow now I have to get... I just don't want to have to go... if someone wants to carry cargo all the way from here to the cargo pods, which are supposed to be all connected tissue in the ship design. And that right here already we don't have connected tissue, but 25,000 is a lot of space. So hopefully that's not going to really offend anybody. But there's the first cargo pod. We got to... I'm going to have to actually go back to the game and study how much space a cargo pod actually is allowed to add to the ship.